Arab army is attacked from this side and is trying to get to Jerusalem. And so the Romans know that the Arabs, you're outnumbered, you're out-technology, you're out-moneyed, and you're facing two empires. Do you attack both at the same time? That makes no sense. But it's exactly what the Arabs did. They attacked the two oldest, most powerful empires at the same time, even though they were outnumbered by one, let alone both. And so the Romans are like, yeah, we'll work with you. So at Firaz, the combined Roman and Persian army, the Persian and Roman army was 150,000 men against 15,000 Muslim Arabs. Khalid is on the east bank of the Euphrates. The Persians and the Romans are on the west bank. There's a ford and a bridge, which is convenient if you're moving an army. It's nice. And so Khalid needs the Persians and the Romans to cross the river to fight. So he very politely backs his army up from the bridge and the ford and split it into 3 5,000-man units. He liked that. And he put one upriver, one downriver, and then pulled the other one away from him. He waits and he waits. When 50,000 Persians and Romans had crossed the Euphrates, he blew a horn. The men that were up and downriver attacked them by going along the riverbank and tried to then merge at the bridge and the ford so that they would cut the guys who had crossed off from the guys on the other side. Then what Khalid did was he took the 5,000 men who against 50,000 and he has them charge into him. And he had his men as thin as possible. And then he backs his men up. And then he charges again. And then he backs his men up. And he charges again. And every time his horses go in to those men, it compressed them a little bit. It compressed them a little bit more. So after a while, the Persians and the Romans are so compressed they can't move their arms, they can't swing their weapons. He's just compacted them together. And they realize what he's done to them. And they panic. And they turn around to run back to the river to cross it. 50,000 men turning all at once to stampede. You could hear the bones breaking. And then the Muslim Arabs just went in and started killing them as they were running. By the time the battle was done, 200 Muslim Arabs were dead. 50,000 Persians and Romans were dead.